journey home to your heart. Storytelling agents in America. Welcome to our home Storytopia. Asian American
Once upon a time,
Storytopia.
not so long ago.
Once upon a time
Storytopia.
Asian American Storytopia. Hello, konnichiwa. Welcome to Asian American Storytopia. My name is Karin, and it's so wonderful to see you with us today. Well, let's get started.
Hi, I'm Linda Yemoto, Asian American Storyteller. My grandparents came here from Japan well over 100 years ago, so I'm Japanese American, and I live in Oakland, California. Today, I'd like to share a story with you from the Philippines. Now, the Philippines is a country in the South Pacific made up of over 7,000 islands. And because this story is about monkeys and dragonflies, I wanted to show you a couple of the beautiful dragonflies that you can find in the Philippines. This is the crimson glider because of the beautiful red wings. This one is called the black glider, also indigo, which means blue because of its beautiful blue body. Now, what I want you to notice is that the dragonfly has 4 wings, and each one of those wings is controlled by a separate muscle. That allows the dragonfly to maneuver so incredibly well in the air. It can take off straight up. It can fly forwards and backwards. It can fly zigzag. It can even fly upside down. Now, in addition to flapping its wings up and down, it can also kind of rotate them as if it were rowing or swimming through the air. And that rotation causes a little whirlwind to form at the tips of its wings, which gives it even more power. So, knowing all that, here is the story of the monkeys and the dragonflies. Noong unang panahon. Once upon a time in the Philippines, there was a dragonfly who had been flying for such a long time, and it was a hot day. She had been flying from Luzon in the north all the way down toward Mindanao in the south, where her family lived. She was so tired. She looked about and saw a banyan tree. Oh, that would be a good place to rest. And so she flew over, landed on a branch, and rested her wings. But in a short while, she heard this rustling sound. She looked over. There was Monkey. What are you doing in our tree? You are trespassing. Oh, but I am so tired. I just need to rest my wings. Oh, you poor, tired creature. No, you are not allowed to stay here. We don't allow weak creatures like you in our tree. And with that, the monkey broke off part of a branch and threw it at the dragonfly. But as tired as she was able to maneuver out of the way, and she continued flying all the way home. Now, when she got home, she went to see her brother, the king of the dragonflies, and told him what had happened. He was furious that someone would treat one of his dragonflies in such a manner. So he sent 3 dragonfly soldiers back to the banyan tree to confront the king of the monkeys. We understand that one of your monkeys treated our dragonfly sister with great disrespect. Our dragonfly king demands an apology, or there will be war. War with you little creatures? Tell your dragonfly king to send his army here, and we shall see what happens. One never knows how this will end. An apology might be smarter. An apology? You will never get an apology from me. And so, on the appointed day, an entire fleet of dragonflies flew to the banyan tree. The tree was full of monkeys, each holding a club or a stick or a branch as a weapon. But they had been given special instructions from their king not to try and hit the dragonflies out of the air. That was very difficult, but to wait until they landed. Well, the dragonflies flew in with just their wings, no weapons, but they had also been given special instructions from their king. So the dragonflies flew into the banyan tree, and each landed on the head of a monkey. And when the monkeys saw that they had landed, they began to smash and bash each other in the head. But the dragonflies were so quick they could maneuver out of the way and land on the head of another monkey. So the monkeys continued to smash and bash and smash and bash each other in the head until one by one, they all fell out of the tree. So that is how the dragonflies won the war against the monkeys. So you see, it's not always brute strength that wins a war. Sometimes what it takes is wits and brains. That is all. Hi everyone, it's Linda again. I hope you enjoyed that story about the dragonflies and the monkeys, because now I'm going to teach you how to make a really cool dragonfly pin. Or it could be a magnet that you put on your refrigerator, or you could hang it from a string so it looks like it's flying. Now, if you go to our website, and you'll find that by clicking on the Show More below, our website is Asian American Storytopia. If you go there, you'll be able to download all the instructions and the patterns and some really interesting information about dragonflies as well. Now, remember that all insects have 3 body parts. They have a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. So keep that in mind as we make this dragonfly craft. Now, you may have to go to a little craft store to find some of these materials, but this is what you will need. You'll need scissors and glue and a pencil. For the head, you are going to need a round bead. These are just wooden beads. They're about ½ inch, a little less than ½ inch. So that's the head. The thorax, or the chest, is made from an oval bead. These are wooden beads. This one is actually a shell. And the abdomen is made from a pipe cleaner. And there's all kinds of cool pipe cleaners out there nowadays. For the eyes, you'll need these faceted beads. They have lots of different sides to them, so they reflect the light really beautifully. And for the wings, you're going to need some kind of paper. Now, there's some really cool origami paper out nowadays. Or this is some wrapping paper that I found at home. You can even just cut it out of a magazine, like a pretty picture from a magazine. Okay, let's get started. You're going to take your pipe cleaner, right? Fold it in half and then cut it, because you really only need half of a pipe cleaner. You're going to fold that pipe cleaner, right? And then you're going to choose your faceted beads, and you're going to feed that onto one side and the other side, and you're going to push those beads all the way to the middle, this. And you're going to put the two ends together and put the round bead on and push that round bead all the way to where the eyes are. And when you've done that, it will look like this. And then, so now you've got the head. So next you need the thorax. So that's the oval bead. Push that all the way up to the head. And then to make the abdomen, you actually just twist these two pieces together. Now, I know on a dragonfly, it looks like this is the tail, but that's really the abdomen, the stomach. Now we need to cut out the wings. So take whatever paper you're going to use, fold it in half. I like to put the pretty part on the inside. Now, these are the patterns that you'll find on the website of the hind wing and the forewing. And when you cut that out, you're going to notice this little notch and there's a little dotted line here. You're going to put that dotted line right on the fold of the paper. And holding that in place, you're going to trace around the wing pattern. It's hind wing, and then you're going to do the same thing with the front wing or the forewing. You're going to put this on the fold and trace around it. And then you're going to cut them out. Notice how you can turn your paper in order to get your scissors to go around those curves easily. And then once you've got your wings cut out and you open them up, they'll look like this. There's the hind wing with the notch and the forewing or the front wing, right? So then you're going to take your head, thorax, and abdomen. You're going to put some of your glue on the thorax because that's where the wings go, because that's where all the muscles are to control the wings. If you have an adult and a hot glue gun, you can also put the hot glue there, which will work a lot faster. And then you're going to put the hind wings down, and then you're going to put the forewings or the front wings on top of that. And when that's dry, it will look like this. And flipping it over, then you could either put your magnet, this sticky tape, your magnet on there, or your pin backing on there. And then you have completed your dragonfly pin or magnet, a little flying critter. Have fun!
Namaste, greetings. I am Roopa Mohan. Originally from India, I am Asian American now living in the US. I have a story for you from India. It happened on the banks of a big river. There lived a huge crocodile with its jaw going open, close, open, close, open, close. One day the crocodile was very bored and it noticed that a baby elephant had come to drink water. It quickly grabbed one of the legs of the elephant. The elephant was startled and it started crying. But its family was not around. A monkey was watching from above. The monkey was sitting on a tree full of golden ripe mango fruit.
It quickly plucked one fruit and it tossed it at the crocodile. Well, the crocodile loved mangoes except it could hardly reach them, so it let go of the elephant's leg and it grabbed the mango instead, holding on to it. The baby elephant quickly went to safety and raised its trunk again, thanking the monkey, while the monkey waved to it with a big smile on its face.
Well, I hope you had fun and learned something new. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our Asian American Storytopia channel, and it's free. We hope to see you again at our next Asian American Storytopia program. Until then, sayonara. That means goodbye in Japanese. Sayonara. Bye.